Welcome in everyone, this is Sean with MTG808 Jr. and today we're going to be taking a look at the very last Youth Standard Pauper tournament that we have run before the October 5th rotation happens. That's right, on October 5th, Kaladesh, Aether Revolt, Amonkhet, and Hour of Devastation will be rotating out of Standard legality. In its place, we will be getting Guilds of Ravnica, and I'm very excited about the upcoming shakeup. However, before we do that, we need to take one last look back at this old format that we have been playing for quite some time. So, before I jump into those tournament results, just want to make sure everybody knows about our upcoming tournaments. The first tournament we have scheduled after rotation happens will be October 13th over at Miniq in Mililani. That tournament will be run by Mike Ulip. Next, we have October 21st, another Youth Standard Pauper tournament over at Westside Comics and Games. I'll be running that one. And then the next tournament we have scheduled right now is our Youth Scholarship Tournament. We are running one in December and then hopefully another one in May as well, so 2 for the school year. The December Scholarship Tournament will be on December 1st over at Dirtle Zone in IAEA. So check out our events page on Facebook for more details on our upcoming events. Alright, so this is our top 4 from that last tournament that we ran. Jacob has been completely crushing our tournaments. Of the past 4 tournaments we've run, he has won 3 of them, and the one that he did not win, he came in 2nd place, so congratulations to Jacob. He was playing his trusty Mono White Aggro deck. In 2nd place, we had Jordan playing Mono Red Aggro. 3rd place, we had RJ playing Mono White Aggro, and then 4th place, we had Eddie playing Mono Red Aggro. Oh, I'm sorry, that was switched. RJ was 4th, Eddie was 3rd. So we only had 2 archetypes in our top 4, and these 2 have been the most consistently performing archetypes in the past season. The cards from Amonkhet, Hour of Devastation, really kind of make these archetypes very, very solid, and a lot of the kids were saying that they're looking forward to rotation because the mono white deck will not be nearly as powerful. But we will be having all of these deck lists linked in the description, the text version of the decks, so you can feel free to check that out. But for now, we're going to take a look at Magic Online. Alright, so Jacob, if you've been following the channel, following the tournament reports, Jacob's deck, it looks pretty similar to where he's been. He finally cut those Evolving Wilds out of the deck. Good man, Jacob. Some of the changes he made here, he has an Inspired Charge in the main deck. He cut a Talkrop Elite to play an Angel of the Dawn. He cut some of the more spread out 2-drops in order to just play more of the best ones. So he's playing 4 Gustwalkers now, which is awesome, and he's also playing Westwing Falcon. So we have seen this archetype many times before, and Jacob was saying, he's been loving playing it. It's such a consistent deck. It's so good at beating the other aggro decks. He's disappointed to see it leave. Some of the other students are much more eager to see this archetype leave. So this is Jacob's way of building the deck. Not much to say about this, especially with rotation coming up, but that was Jacob's deck. Here in 2nd place, we had Jordan playing Mono Red. And this is really interesting because the 2 Mono Red decks played against each other in the top 4, and the 2 Mono White decks played against each other in the top 4. And Jordan actually lost to Eddie, but Eddie had to leave, so he let Jordan play in the finals. And the 2 Mono Red decks were actually quite different. Jordan here is favoring some enchantment-based buffs with Frenzied Rage. Enchanted creature gets +2/+1 in Menace, as well as Swashbuckling, right? +2/+2 in Haste. And then, the usual creature package. We see Shock, Lightning Strike, Run Amok. He is playing a 1 of Mutiny to just have a little bit of extra, and then a little extra 1 mono removal. And then, of course, at the top of the curve, he's playing Active Treason. So, an interesting spell package. The creature package is pretty standard, right? He's playing the Wizard package, the Lava Runner and the Journey Mage. But yeah, so this is one way to build red. And then Eddie, who he played in the top 4 was playing a completely different creature package. So Eddie was playing the full 4 shocks. Oh, lagging a little bit. Full 4 shocks, full 4 magma sprays. He was playing 3 built to smash, 2 brute strength, and 3 run amok. There they are. As well as the standard lightning strike to go with his shocks. And then he even had 2 bombards at the top of his curve. So he was just playing a ton of removal, a ton of pump spells, and then a pretty solid creature package. He's not playing the G2 Journey Mage, but he is playing the G2 Lava Runner. Of course, Firebrand is great. Goblin Instigator, Nest Robber, and then here I don't know if I saw him kick it during the day, but Keldon Overseer, just a 3-mana 3/1 haste, right? The 1 toughness can be a liability sometimes, but if you're not sure that your G2 Journey Mage is going to hit them every time that it enters the battlefield, giving up that point of toughness for haste is a reasonable trade-off. And then, of course, if the game goes long, you do get up to 7 mana. The kicker ability on this is great. And then just a single 4-drop at the top of his curve. So this is a very, very spell-heavy deck. He's playing 22 spells and only 20 creatures. But he kind of was able to pull off playing so many spells because he's only playing 18 lands, right? His curve is really low. All these spells cost 1 or 2 mana, right? Bombard, I guess, costs 3, but keeping the curve real low, and the full 4 shocks, full 4 magma sprays, full 4 lightning strikes. He just kept the board clear and was able to just hit his opponents. So congrats to Eddie. I think this is Eddie's first time making the single elimination round, so congratulations to him. All right, the last deck that we had in our top 4 is another Mono White Aggro deck played by RJ. Slightly different build here. We see Fanbearer, which Jacob notably left out of his deck. Full 4 Fanbearers, full 4 Sacred Cats. RJ is playing 4 Mona Triumphs and 4 Mighty Leaps, so he's playing a couple more pump spells. Jacob was choosing not to play Cartouche of Solidarity, which RJ is playing. Anointer Priest is an interesting one, right? Not the most aggressive 2-drop, but it does gain you some life, slow the game down, and give you some gas in the late game with Embalm. Personally, I think Oketra's Avenger is better than these 2 drops, but that's just my opinion. And then we see RJ playing Territorial Hammerskull, which he said was his favorite card. The full 4 Unwavering Initiates, and then Starcrown Stag as his 4-drop of choice. Talkrop Elite is just so good. I'm surprised that RJ is playing 0 copies. However, Starcrown Stag is a reasonable 4-drop. Moving forward after rotation, I think that Starcrown Stag might be the 4-drop, the go-to 4-drop for this archetype. And then just the 1 Angel of Dawn to kind of clean up games. So RJ's list of Mono White is a little more focused, right? He's got more 4-ofs in his deck. But he was not able to take down Jacob in the top 4. All right, so backing up here. Congratulations to our top 4 finishers. Jacob, Jordan, and Eddie are all members of the Kapolei Magic Club. The Kapolei Club has been putting up great numbers, so congratulations to them. Their advisor, Davis Spina, he's been doing some good work with them. And then RJ, of course, is at August Errands, so props to Mike Ulip, his club advisor, for prepping him for the tournament. Mike's been taking his kids to all sorts of Magic tournaments, not just the youth tournaments, but a lot of the regular standard tournaments as well, and the kids seem to be loving it. All right, so thank you for stopping in. Of course, you watching our videos is, a great way for you to support us. If you want to do a little bit more to support us, definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You'll get notifications on whenever we post more Standard Pauper content. And then, of course, if you want to go the extra mile, please consider becoming a Patreon contributor. All of the tournaments that we run are funded by our Patreon account, including the scholarship tournaments. And we wouldn't be able to do what we do without the support of our Patreon contributors. So we have perks for our Patreon supporters. Just got the stickers printed. They will be mailed out shortly. you'll be able to see how we're spending our money. We post our quarterly expenditure report, and then yeah, there are some higher tier perks as well. So thank you for stopping by, and hope to see you in the future as we dive into a brand new, well, not brand new, but a very shaken up Standard Pauper format with Guilds of Ravnica release coming up. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.